We're looking at the Highboy C1. It's a brand new bike. It has a 350 watt rear hub motor. It has in here, which you can actually pull out, it has a 36 volt 8 amp hour battery. It has mechanical disc brakes in the front and back with 160 millimeter rotors. They have pretty good stopping power. And then it has suspension forks in the front. No rear suspension, but it has these little springs on the seat which do a fairly decent job. There is an app that you can use on your phone that enables you to turn on the lights, which is the front and rear light, and they work pretty well. And the app also just gives you the ability to look at speed, and you can also in battery, and you can lock the bike so nobody can use it. I'll show you. Here's the app, and if I hit this right here, watch this right here, it becomes locked and nobody can use it. See, C1 has a little kickstand, which I gotta admit isn't that great. You have to be on very level ground or it'll just wobble and fall over. This thing can almost fall right now, so you gotta be really careful with that. Really nice styling, really nice single piece, you know. There's no welding, people, it's one piece. Like, how slick is that? Isn't that nice? It's got one gear, and it has pedal assist, just one pedal assist level, and throttle. If you turn this, you have throttle right here, and a nice display that gives you the battery percentage, your speed, and that's about it. I mean, it's pretty minimal. And then it's got nice mag wheels, which I really like. It's got, you know, some pretty decent tires with a little bit of tread. You can do a little bit of like fire road, a little bit of gravel, that kind of thing. You're definitely not going to go full off-road. And it is foldable, okay? Okay, as far as folding down, I mean, just the handlebars and the seat, but there's a little lever right here you lift up, pull that out, handlebars go down, and then the seat is also quick release, and you can very easily just lower that as well. So I've ridden 108 e-bikes, and I've owned 37 now. And I can say, having owned and tested and reviewed the Jetson Bolt for $399 and the Jetson Bolt Pro for $599, this is better. It's just a better all-around bike. Stats wise, it has a 350 watt motor. The Jetson has a 250. Jetson Bolt has a 350. It has front suspension, same thing as the Jetson Bolt Pro. It has 14-inch tires, same thing as the Jetson Bolt Pro, but the Jetson has 12-inch tires. It has front and rear brakes, like the Jetson Bolt Pro. The Jetson only has front brakes, and the Jetson is $399, same price as this, but the Jetson Bolt Pro is $200 more, $599. So you're getting a hell of a bike for the same price as the Jetson, which is wildly popular. That's the one they have at Costco. And you know, this is a better looking bike. It's more sturdy, durable, formidable looking, formidable riding. It's like much more sturdy, and just better looking overall, you know. And it has more torque. It has more torque than the Jetson Bolt Pro. I just went up a hill that I couldn't go up on the Jetson Bolt Pro when I had it. So, first thing I have to say about this bike, after all the other, you know, componentry and specs I just shared with you, this bike, this is a bike. You know, it's not a toy. The Jetson Bolt Pro are toys. You know, they really are. And I know I'm going to get hate for it. I don't care. I've owned both. I've ridden both. I've reviewed both. I've tested both. They couldn't even get up the hill I just got up. The other ones have like no stability. They have, you know, the Jetson Bolt, first of all, it's like it's like sitting on a bowling ball sitting on top of a bowling ball on top of a pencil. And the Jetson Bolt Pro is like sitting on a softball on top of a pencil. So they're wobbly, you know, they don't have a lot of stability. They just don't. Hands down, this is a better bike. Exact same price. This is bigger, faster, more range, and better looking, and same price. You know, so like, why would you consider the Jetson Bolt when you can get this? You know, it just makes no sense. And front suspension that Jetson Bolt does not have. And a lot of them are, you know, at this price point are just toys. They're like junk. They're plastic, you know? And that's not what this is. You're not getting that. You're getting a real e-bike. So dare I say, for the first time ever, you can get a real e-bike for under $400. Like it's kind of unheard of. It's kind of crazy. I didn't even think it was possible, but it is. We're gonna do a little light dirt testing. And some grass testing. Okay. So yeah, if you want to like own a real e-bike, and not have to spend a lot of money, you can finally get one. That's what this is. You know, you're not gonna feel like you're driving a piece of junk. You're not gonna feel like it's gonna break on you. You've got some speed, you've got some range, and it's like it feels good under your body. You know, it feels good like a real e-bike, not a piece of junk. You know. And yes, the Jetson Bolt Pro is a huge step up from the Jetson Bolt, but still, it pales in comparison to, you know, this. It really does. Just trust me on that. And I've even ridden and owned one of my favorite bikes of all time is the Swagtron EB7 Plus, which is very similar to this bike, perhaps even more than the other two. And depending on the price, sometimes it's $5.99, sometimes it's $6.99, sometimes it's $7.99. But bottom line is it's at least $200 more. And it does have rear suspension. This has front suspension. And it's not even as formidable as this. Truly, it's really not. And I think this is better looking. And that the Swagtron EB7 Plus was in my top 5. You know what I'm doing? I'm putting this thing in my top 5. Believe it or not, people. It's true. This has a little bit of dirt that's hard packed, and it's got some rocks on top. Just testing it out to see if this is possible, and it is. And now we're gonna go on the grass a little bit here. Okay, I'm not feeling it in the front at all. You know, some bikes, you feel it in the handlebars, and that's why they give you the suspension forks. I don't feel it in the handlebars either. I feel it kind of midway between the handlebars and the seat. And man, that wasn't bad, people, at all. I was on a bike the other day, more of a cruiser style bike, $1,500 bike, and it didn't have rear suspension. This was smoother than that. We are entering California Lutheran University. We're graveling, people. Are you seeing this? Can I do it? Yeah, I can. Gotta be a little careful, a little nimble on the sticks, but it's happening, you know? So let's check that off. We checked off grass, we checked off gravel, we checked off some light dirt. We're gonna see what else we can check off. How long does this go for? I mean, Jesus. Okay, I did it. I'm glad. I'm done now. Alright. Up here instead. Alright. Okay, we're back in some real dirt now. With some rocks and some divots and some branches and some roots. Not really feeling it. Not bad. See? Feels good. Yeah. Good traction. Good comfort. Stable. There's something about this bike. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it's formidable. You know what I mean? It's like it's strong. The other bikes I'm talking about on this, that I've been talking about in this video, are not like this. This thing is strong. You know what I mean? You don't freaking, you can't just like, I feel like with either Jetson, if I wanted to, from while I'm sitting, I could just break the handlebar stem off the bike if I wanted to. I really feel like I could. Maybe I can't, but I feel like I could. This thing, no way. Absolutely no way. This thing is strong. Doesn't even move. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the difference. I can't imagine you would think you feel like an idiot on that. You look like an idiot on this. I don't think you'd say that. I tell you, the difference between 15 miles an hour and 20 miles an hour is 5 miles an hour. Yes, very good. Good math. But it feels like a lot more. There's a big difference between 15 and 20. 15, you feel like you're cruising. At 20, you feel like you're moving, you know? So this bike is great for just about any application. Riding to and from school, riding around campus, riding to work, riding to the gym, getting groceries, throwing a backpack on, you know. cruising around on a Sunday with the family, you know, just cruising around during the day for fun, cruising around with friends. I mean, it works for anything. It really does. And so, I don't know, people. I don't rave about bikes often, but when it all comes together and all the stars are aligned, like on this one, right down to the price, it's like, why wouldn't I, you know? Cool little campus. And every single person you see, every single one, is gonna be saying to themselves, damn, I gotta get one of those, you know? Trust me on that. Every single person, not most, everyone. Because this thing is that much fun, okay? We're tearing up this campus. Let's see if we can get up this without pedaling. And we did. Something else you could do on this bike, even though you got the little springs in the back of the seat and the front suspension, is just wear some bike shorts, you know? Or you get one of those like $30 little suspension seat posts. That's all it is. I think that's gonna do it, people. Check them out. Highboy, hiboy.com. The C1.